Hi, I'm Manny, and I'm wondering what I should do about something. You see, I saved up for a while, not just a while, I saved up for multiple whiles to get a Wacom Moving Pad Pro 14 or 13. I think it's 14. It's basically a big tablet that's like a standalone tablet for art. You can like watch YouTube and stuff on it, but I'm not downloading any apps like that on this thing. It's supposed to be strictly for drawing, and it's kind of like an iPad, but it's bigger, and the pen is designed a bit better, so it doesn't hurt my hand to use, unlike the freaking iPad with the Apple Pencil. So I have Clip Studio Paint on it because Clip Studio Paint is my jam. It has everything I need. It has all the stuff I want. It has all the stuff I know how to use and like to use. Problem is on the mobile on Android, because it is an Android tablet, you have to pay the subscription. Now, thankfully, the yearly subscription ain't that bad, but it still sucks that I can't just buy an app and have it. And before you suggest other drawing apps, I know about Krita, I know about Infinite Painter, I know about High Paint, I know about all of these apps. I probably own most of them on my account. But the problem is, Clip Studio Paint has all the stuff I like and need. And to me, is it worth paying for? Yes. Do I like that I have to keep paying for it? No. But that's not what I'm actually meant to complain about. So I have this tablet, and my Clip Studio Paint files that I work on PC, because I record and edit videos on PC, they work on the Moving Pad Pro 14. I can move them over and use them there. Problem is, I would need to have like Google Drive or something so I could share the files in between my computer and my tablet, and that's just kind of a pain in the ass I don't want to deal with. Like, I don't want to have to pay a service in order to have my files in my computer and on my tablet at the same time. And I can like turn off the computer, work on the tablet on what I was just working on the computer, and then switch between them without having to like manually move the files over, because that's a bit of pain in the ass. So what I'm thinking is, instead of doing that, the Moving Pad Pro has an SD card slot, and so does my computer. So what I'm thinking is, I'm going to keep all of my Clip Studio Paint files on a micro SD card. I'll probably have to splurge for like a ton of memory so I can just use it for as long as possible. And basically connect it to my computer when I'm going to work on my computer, and then connect it on my tablet whenever I'm going to go on the mobile or just want to draw and bend stuff. Like, that's the way I figure I'm going to make this work, because I love the convenience of, okay, I'm done recording, but I still want to work on this piece, or I want to work on another piece, or redo something else. Well, time to switch to the tablet, because I do want that flexibility. There are a few concessions I'm going to make this work, because a ton of my earlier works, which I'm also in the process of like updating and making them all look nice with like background elements and stuff, and not just a character in a white void. A lot of those old documents have an absurd amount of layers. Like, I cannot properly explain to you how many layers I would regularly use to do all the rendering, and then I would keep all those layers as backups, and then do a copy of all those layers, merge them into a new layer, and then work on that, and I would just do that over and over. So I am going to have to go back to those older documents and merge them down, keep as few layers as possible, because on the tablet, obviously, it's not going to handle all those layers on a document that big. And also, I'm going to have to probably maybe resize a few of the documents to be like 400 DPI at 8.5 by 11 inches, which is the sort of usual specs of the documents I work on. As a matter of fact, I already, in between recording the audio for this commentary, I ordered a USB and USB-C SD card. So it's like a USB stick that also has a USB-C slot that you put an SD card in, and you can connect it to a USB or USB-C port and then read the SD card. Because as it turns out, you know how a lot of people keep old cables and doodads and electric stuff that they probably will never need, but they feel that at some point they will need it? I do that a lot. I have an entire cabinet of old electronic stuff. And in that cabinet, I went looking around. There is a 1 terabyte micro USB card, so all I need is the adapter for my computer, and I can do exactly what I said. I can have the micro USB card for moving my art documents between the computer and my tablet. So I got that going. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow, but realistically speaking, feces occurs, shit happens, and it might get delayed. I don't know. I hope it arrives tomorrow because I'm free tomorrow so I can start using it and start updating all my older pieces so I can post them on Blue Sky and not just be a character in a white void. I'm trying to make it look kind of like poster y, like nice composition, background elements, just something that's fun to look at, just be something a bit more graphic in design than, well, like I said, like a character in a white void. Because something I do that other artists, well, something I don't do that other artists do is if I put work onto something, I don't want it to just be a sketch or a doodle or just something to post like simple, quick. No, whenever I choose to draw something, I'm essentially committing to making it like a finished, rendered, well-made piece. Because a lot of artists post doodle after doodle, sketch after sketch. They get stuff done really quickly. My slow ass just picks something that I want to make an illustration for, and then I just dive into it until I feel it looks like a complete picture in my eyes. So I don't necessarily do quick doodles and sketches. However, in order to sort of match the cadence of social media content that other artists have when they're like posting pieces every day or every other day, what I do is I post work in progress images, and I make a commentary about like how it's going or what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do, or like self-critique, to be able to post regularly without losing that sort of commitment to, I want to post a finished piece. I don't want to just post sketches, and I don't want to work on sketches. Anyway, that's all the yapping I've got for today. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.